Welcome back to Teapot Talk with Julia. Today I'm going to talk about my Thanksgiving traditions, very long-time standing traditions we actually haven't done in a while, but the memories are still there. In 1920, my grandparents got married. This is Walter and Elsie Stormont. They were, from what I hear, they were very joyful, and they had 12 kids. This was taken in 1942, actually on Thanksgiving, and this is my dad here, and they had, in 1946, my grandmother died in January of that year very suddenly of a stroke, and that year at Thanksgiving, I think they would get together on Thanksgivings every year, but that year they kind of made a pact that we're going to do this every year for the rest of our lives, and they pretty much did. From 1946 until about 2016, for 70 years, all of the aunts and uncles who were available got together, and all of the cousins, the reunions got pretty big for a while there. In 1996, there were 95 people. I think that was the biggest reunion we have, and the average was usually about 65, 75, and my aunts and then some of my cousins would take turns hosting, so it was always in California. They'd sort of alternate between Bakersfield, Fresno, and Sacramento. And in 2007, I volunteered to host Thanksgiving, and my Aunt Joy lived in Carruthers at the time, and which is near Fresno. And so we went to their house and spent a week. She was kind of my Thanksgiving mentor. She was the expert on hosting, and that's Aunt Jean's signature. I've got Aunt Joy's signature somewhere. Oh, right here, Aunt Joy and Uncle Ray. And so we spent a week with them, and we hosted Thanksgiving at their church across the street from their house. And we also have a tradition with the tablecloth, where in 1976 my aunts started to make a tablecloth for each year, and their original plan was to make 12 so that each of the 12 siblings could have a tablecloth, but everybody enjoyed it so much that it just kind of kept going over the years, and then it kind of went to whoever hosted it. And so everybody who was there that year would sign the tablecloth, and then we would bring back previous tablecloths, and so all of the tables at the reunion were covered with all these memories, and it's really lovely to look at, because even in earlier years there were already people who were gone, and to see like Aunt Gertrude, my great aunt, this is her here, and to see like her name and some of the just names of people who were gone, it was like they were still there, and that was kind of the original intent of the tradition anyway. It was just to get together in honor of Grandma and their mother. And so I got my tablecloth in 2007 when I hosted, and most of the people, aunts and uncles, I have one aunt, my Aunt Barbara is the youngest. She's the one surviving aunt now, and this picture was taken in 1982. This was the last time the original 12 were together, and and I have a teapot. The teapot I chose this year, and on last year's video I chose a bright yellow teapot too, because it just reminds me of my Aunt Elsie and Aunt Esther, who always wore bright colors. It was a very nice occasion for them. They would wear just nice dresses and bright colors and bright suits. Here's Aunt Elsie in a bright yellow pantsuit. She was the oldest of the 12. And so I got my yellow Hall New York shaped teapot this year. And then I have a blue Paragon cup that my sister sent me. And so it's from my sister. I'm going to use that this year. And I'm featuring the November tea of the month. We still have it for a few more days. It's apples, baked green apple. I was out for a few days, so I'm getting my memory back. It's a green sencha, and it's got apples, cinnamons, black currant, and almonds, and it tastes like a sweet apple. It's really lovely. And one of the traditional recipes we would use at Thanksgiving, and I want to make some this week, is applesauce cake, and it was my grandma's applesauce cake, so my aunts always made it, and I will enjoy a cup of this now. And it really does. It tastes like Thanksgiving. It has that nice sweet green apple taste, and it's got the hint of cinnamon and a very nice green tea. And so I hope that everybody is will have a nice, peaceful Thanksgiving, and just has lovely plans. Even if you're staying home like we are this year, just bring up some of the memories. Use things from your past Thanksgivings to remind you of times when everybody was together, and that's what I like to do. And we will see you at the tea house.